people were out and about doing their normal day-to-day activities. It didn't really seem like something was going to happen at all.
We were at the governor's mansion and watching the Weather Channel because this tornado, which was on the ground from before it crossed the river above Vicksburg, it was just clearly headed right at Yazoo City.
And about a little after 12, it roared through our county. As soon as the rain stopped, people poured out of their houses. 300 and something homes were destroyed. Numerous businesses, probably $50 million worth of damage.
It's just unbelievable devastation right in here. This restaurant was cut in half, the top was blown off.
When I actually came up the hill here behind me, people walking towards me, injured, cars flipped, debris everywhere.
No way you could get to the roads. Trees were down. You had that smell of pine sap and trees as it stripped all the leaves off.
When we showed up on that scene, immediately you see the AmeriCorps. They're sitting there coordinating the donations of food, donations of clothing, and serving as that information sharing piece.
AmeriCorps was the first one here, and they continued to be in that process all along. Even months after we'd started to recover, even months after we were rebuilding.
Before the event, the American Red Cross and National Service as partners worked together with the training of the volunteers in first aid, CPR, and what we call shelter operations. Rather than trying to determine that after an event, those things are put in place that we work very, very well year-round, training, coordinating, and integrating them into the response activity.
National Service brought us hope. It helped people to get back on their feet.
AmeriCorps, they had the experience, they had the training, they had the knowledge, they knew how to get us started. But we didn't have that. It'd been 20, 30 years since we'd had a tornado in Yazoo City or a natural disaster. They were the organization that got us going.
First of all, it's not a very big investment. It's a small investment. This really is very good augmentation. It helps generate more and more volunteerism from people who aren't part of that program.
I first met these great young, shining volunteers on the Gulf Coast right after Katrina. AmeriCorps does such a remarkable job, and I think building the character also of those young people who will go back as adults into their community and will be the future leaders of that community and maybe governor someday.
Making AmeriCorps part of your emergency plan is very important. You get to know faces, you get to know names, you talk, you make them part of your planning process. All of this can only prove beneficial.
You're going to achieve some desired outcomes, but realizing that important piece of, you get trained volunteers, they're organized.
It's important to support AmeriCorps and National Service because sooner or later, you're going to need them.